Hi guys and welcome back to the channel Hell Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up in today's episode, Featherstone Rovers close in on Castleford winger. Hull FC close in on halfback for 2023. And the Dolphins continue their plans for the new NRL season by signing Tongan International. So we begin today with the news that Featherstone Rovers are in talks to take Castleford winger Sosea Feki on loan to aid their promotion push. We understand that talks are taking place over a deal that could see the former Cronulla Sharks man join the Rovers on a short-term basis. With the recent injury of Rovers winger Gareth Gale, and he's expected for a spell on the sidelines, they see Feki, who has endured horrendous injury luck since his arrival at Castleford, could be drafted in to cover Brian McDermott's squad as Gale recovers from his injury. It's a deal that works out for Castleford too, as it provides Feki high-level match practice on his long road to recovery. He recently played and scored for the Castleford reserve side, but championship action will prove a step up in competition before being considered for Super League selection. The length of the deal is unclear at this time, but it could cover Featherstone's 1895 Cup final against Leigh Centurions. Rovers booked their place at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with a 46-6 victory over Barrow Raiders, and McDermott's side is looking to defend the trophy that they won last year after beating York. They currently sit atop the championship, 1 point ahead of Adrian Lamsley, in the promotion race that is slowly heating up. Feki arrived at Castleford as a major signing in 2020, but has managed just one appearance due to woeful injury misfortune. He torn his calf in the pre-season game with Toronto Wolfpack and was forced off with a knee injury 19 minutes into his debut that ended his season. He then ruptured his Achilles during the next pre-season and has not played first team rugby since. However, he is close to return and is hoping this move to Featherstone is the next step in the journey for the former NRL champion. Before his move to Castleford, his playing career has been only in the NRL with the Cronulla Sharks, as he played 148 games, scoring 68 tries for Cronulla. He is only 30 years old as well, and the 6'2" winger proved a big hit for the CS Sharks in the NRL and was part of the team that won their maiden Premiership title in 2016. We'll have to wait and see if a deal can be struck up between Featherstone and Castleford, but it seems like both parties are quite keen on this finishing up and going through. As May the 1st passes, it is time for players to be able to, who are coming into the end of their contract, they are able to start negotiations for 2023 and beyond with their current clubs or any other interesting parties that may be after their services. And Hull FC have made it clear who they want, as they are, well, rumoured to be after Castleford Tigers' Jake Truman as they continue to plan for the 2023 season. The Black and Whites are on the verge of the signing a deal to sign the fullback, according to reports, who has attracted plenty of interest from around the Super League and the NRL over the past few months. Truman is coming to the end of his current deal at Weldon Road, and after identifying him as their main target for next season, FC have moved quickly to bag their man. As it's understood, terms have been agreed with the 23-year-old Bradford-born standoff and he is close to putting the pen to paper on a long-term contract at the MKM Stadium. The Castleford man is regarded as one of the most excited young playmakers in the Super League, and although the Tigers have struggled for consistency this season, he has been in fine form. Truman has featured in 11 of the club's Super League games this season, scoring 5 tries coming from the pivots, including a brace against the Huddersfield Giants. He has also claimed 10 try assists, 6 less than Jake Connor, who leads the assist chart, and Hull fans will know all about his creativity and talent after March's clash between the two sides in West Yorkshire. Castleford ran out 33 points to 22 winners on that occasion, with Truman setting up 3 tries to take the game away from the Black and Whites. With a deal now imminent, FC hope that the halfback continues to shine for the Tigers this season before making the switch to Hull with form and confidence. Truman started his career with Bradford Bulls, but he only made 1 outing for his hometown club before moving to Castleford in 2017. He has since made 97 appearances for the Tigers, including 31 in 2019, a year in which he earned a Great Britain call-up and represented England in the Rugby League World Cup 9s competition. He hasn't made an international appearance since, but he was selected for Paul Anderson's Knights performance squad earlier this month, alongside FC duo Jordan Lane and Jack Brown. The deal cast doubts over Josh Reynolds' future at the Black and Whites. Reynolds is in his final year with Hull, and although the club do have the option to extend the contract, the signing of Truman may be telling. Reynolds has struggled for form and consistency since making his move from the West Tigers, with Brett Hodgson ahead of the 2021 campaign, but with his future on the line, the 33-year-old will no doubtedly be determined to impress for the remainder of the season. The new NRL franchise, the Dolphins, have made their latest signing in the shape of Tongan international Robert Jennings ahead of their inaugural season in the NRL next year. The Penrith Panthers winger will link up with the NRL's newest franchise from next season, after he has made 65 NRL appearances for Penrith Panthers, South Sydney Rabbitohs and West Tigers. The 26-year-old becomes the 4th outside back to be signed by the Dolphins head coach Wayne Bennett. Although born and raised in Australia, Jennings qualifies to play for Tonga through his Tongan-born parents. He made his international debut for Tonga in 2018 and played in the World Nines Cup the following year. Robert is also the younger brother of Michael and George Jennings, as well as nephew of 1960s All Black Arthur Jennings. Bennett is looking to bolster the squad, as well as along with last week's additions of players like JJ Collins and also fellow Queensland forward Ryan Jackson. Collins has some NRL experience. He last played for the Canberra Raiders in 2019 and has 17 NRL appearances to his name, following spells with West Tigers and Newcastle Knights. He most recently played for the Tweed Head Seagulls in the Queensland Cup. Jackson is an under-18s Queensland Maroons squad number and is currently a prop for the Queensland Cup side Wynnum Manly Seagulls. Speaking about the signings, Dolphins chief executive said, that chief exec being Terry Reader, the Dolphins will continue to sign talent from Queensland's pathways as we honour our pledge to build a team with a long-term future. One of our key outcomes of adding the Dolphins to the NRL was to provide more opportunities for local Queensland-based players to compete at the highest level. JJ Collins and Ryan Jackson will now get the chance with the Dolphins when our first pre-season training session starts in November. Jennings is currently in his second spell with Penrith Panthers before he moves on to the Dolphins, as he first turned out for them in 2015, playing 5 times and scoring 1 try. Then he moved on to Souths between 2017 and 2018, where he played 34 games and scored 24 tries. West Tigers then picked him up in 2019 for one season, as he played 23 games, scoring 8 tries. And then he moved back to Penrith in 2021, as he played 3 games for the Premiers. JJ Collins, as we said, has played 17 games in the NRL, 13 times for the West Tigers, twice for the Newcastle Knights in 2018, and twice for the Raiders in 2019. He has played a lower grade rugby league since then, but has been part of the Canberra Raiders lower grade squad before moving on to the Seagulls. At just 18 years old, Jackson stands 195 centimetres tall and weighs 108 kilograms, and is currently playing in the Queensland's Hastings Deering Colts competition after starring for Wayne and Manly Seagulls in their Oswide Bank Malmaninga Cup team. He is from he's represented Queensland at the Under-18 Emerging Origin Series and was part of the 2021 Brisbane Under-17s team. He will be one for the future, obviously, but we'll see if he gets a squad number in the new Dolphins team. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any new videos that may be coming your way. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode. There is a lot of new signings coming into the Dolphins, which you probably expect due to their squad being brand new. But I thought it would have been organically grown from the other Dolphins side, the Redcliffe side, but hey-oh, to each their own. Wayne Bennett just wants to get his squad together. You tell me what your thoughts are. Hull, are you happy that Jake Truman is being linked? Or do you think there's still mileage out of Josh Reynolds yet? And finally, Featherstone, a loan signing for you for a winger that has been out 3 pre-seasons. Do you think it's a risk, or do you need that cover? Castleford, do you think that it should be a permanent move, or the loan is good enough to get this boy back onto top fitness? Anyway, you tell me. The comment section is all there. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.